Hey, Tiger Rod Lawrenceville, Master Amos Stiller here with our next holiday sale suggestion, and we are on the subject of gear. Now, I want you to think of your gear situation. You need to think of that. It's going to address two different types of people. One type are the people who are not on the inclusive plan, and not doing that extra to make that inclusive. If you are one of those people, you definitely need to go ahead and get your entire gear set ahead of time. Definitely need to go ahead and do that because you're going to save a great deal to get that at the holiday sale. Now, if you are on that inclusive program, then remember each year you get to replace two pieces of gear for free. So you may need to replace your foot pads, hand pads. Maybe your 12th payment doesn't come until January or February, but you can hold out until that long if your pads are not too bad off. So you need to kind of keep that in mind. Figure out if you've got three things that need to be replaced, well then you need to pick one of them at the sale. You can replace the other ones down the line. Also, if you're not going to get your replacement until April or May, then you probably need to go ahead and replace now at the sale as well and get something different. April, May comes around whenever your 12th payment comes in. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. Second, inspect your gear. Foot pads that are torn, ripped, where the heels are ripped in the back, or where the bottom is coming off, those need to be replaced. Hand pads that are torn and ripped, or where the finger holes are starting to tear off, need to be replaced as well. In addition, this type of shin pad and this type of elbow pad is becoming obsolete. Tiger Rock is done with those. We are switching to the Marshall Armor. So you're going to now have what the adults and what the youth, teenagers, those guys were getting with the forearms. They're now smaller sizes for the rest of the group. So 6 through 9-year-olds will now be getting the forearm pads as well, those types of things. The Marshall Armor Instep. So plan on those. Now, lastly, as far as gear goes, we have these Marshall Armor shin pads and Marshall Armor forearm pads, and you've got some that just smell absolutely awful. They just absolutely reek, and there's no way around it. I know you want to think, oh, I'm going to wash this and then it'll be fine. Oh, I'll soak it in bleach and everything will be good. Everybody has that friend that's been telling them I'll throw it in the freezer for 6 days and it's all better and everything. It is not going to get any better. It will get clean once, you will wear it once, and it will smell awful again. I have tried everything, I assure you. With that in mind, if you have got some of that gear that is just absolutely horrendous in smell, you need to replace that gear. Now, one extra thing are the gear bags to go with the gear. There are a lot of different options. We have the duffel bag. That's a common one that Tiger Rock makes. It's a great one. My suggestion would be the backpack. It's got the pockets below. You can actually put your boards below or on the sides. It's got your target pockets as well. Plus, it can be on your back when you go into the tournaments and things. It's a little bit of a pain to lug that around. It's a lot easier to put that on your back. It is made to hold all of the gear, whether you are adult, junior, teen, whatever. So highly suggested, but definitely look to get yourself a good gear bag for all of your gear. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the sale.